servants can smell your blood, human.
Welcome to Late Night Saturday Night with your host, Gregory. Ho 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 ho! That's right, folks. We've got some stuff to talk about. So, obviously, Fortnite's not really kicking all that great these days, but it could be worse. We do have some cool updates coming. As far as it goes, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe this summertime event might be the thing that we're going to really love about it. But, if not, then I'm looking forward to the whole Halloween thing and Christmas. That's just how it goes. So, of course, these are the items that you get for logging in. They have some sort of login community day, so every day that you log in, you get some sort of free thing. This whole week that's been going on. So, if you guys haven't been logging in, you get free stuff. It is what it is. It's like community thing, And of course, community day, they are giving out the outfits here as well for the Rock, So today was Saturday log on day, And so, as you know, typical gamer, there was some sort of free backpack you can get, which really looks stupid. Typical gamer is not something I really watch on YouTube or care about. It's like something that other people care about. I don't know. It's some sort of Fortnite thing that they're doing. I don't know. So anyways, they got this wrap that it's not animated, and I thought it was supposed to be. It is animated, but it's very slow, so I don't know what to say about that. This screen right here where it says go live, see, that's what I'm talking about with them and their YouTube thing and all that, That's great and all, right? YouTube, what a nightmare, huh? Boy, what I have to say about that. We're going through the shop real quick on here, and then I'm going to do some channel updating for you. We're going to talk about Analogue. We're going to be talking about some M64. We've got a lot to kind of cover there real quick. Now, of course, you've got all this stuff in the shop, and that's great. I don't know. Have I seen her before? Yeah, I have. That's right. She had funny-looking feet. Yeah, that's really weird. That's creepy. I like the back bling, though. It's kind of got the fishies in there and stuff. But really weird. Anyways, they need to add some new stuff in here that's really cool. Not this... Like, I got this chick because I thought she was, like, vampire-like. I'm into the vampire stuff. So anything that's like vampire, I pretty much buy it. I could have swore I own this chick, and maybe I have a different version of her, so I'm not understanding why there must be more than one version of her, because I've got something that looks just like her. Anyways, they've got the black and white stuff. They've got some older collabs that they brought back into here. They have the GMC Sierra 2500 4x4 truck. Now, the problem with this is this isn't really like a sporty racing truck. This is like a Ford F-250. It's like a, that's comparable thing. It's the workload truck. And it's not really. I like how Chevy has their Silverado look, it looks more mean to me. Instead, they went with the GMC kind of look, which is, I guess, it's to each their own, but it's still a Chevy or a GM. GM trucks look kind of all right. They look pretty good. I think they look better than Dodge, but who knows, Maybe Dodge got some tricks up their sleeve. Some of the Ford trucks look pretty cool, like the Raptors and stuff, but you really have to be a truck guy to love trucks, okay? So I'm not really into all that right now. We got the Silver Surfer. Here's what's kind of funny about Silver Surfer. It's the only naked man you can get. Now, how come we can't get naked women like this? I'm just saying, you totally got a naked man here without, the package. But I'm saying, when it comes to women, if they made something like this that was female, oh, it would be kicked out of there quicker than shit. You know? Especially with the butt, you know? And imagine if you could change these colors to gold or anything. That would be so cool. Anyways, they got this Mandalorian stuff. I did not go see that movie. I don't know why I would even think about that. But anyways, not bad, not bad. It is what it is. So, the Ferrari's here. They brought back some South Park. We're going down. They've got the Stampede back. They got the Overwatch stuff still in here. They got the musics that I cannot play. And I really don't like the fact that you can't play the music all the time. It's only like when you're in the cars or certain stuff. They've got this Indo right here. And they got some cool, like, this it's not even working on the car. There you go. So that looks kind of cool. You know, they always have these cool things. And so forth. And I did not buy any of that stuff. And there's nothing else here. So let's kind of go over some channel update. What you've been waiting for. That's right. I left it to the end if you made it this far. So, Mod Retro. Let's start off with them. They are teasing their stuff about they're maybe trying to hype it up, but they put it on X. And it's not like they're broadcasting big about it or anything, but I think, you know, it's not just a production standpoint issue. I think what they want to do is, see, they've posted something on X where it's a big, long, elaborate thing that they've already done, you know, and they're sending out information to people and stuff like this. And apparently, Mad Little Pixel is a pretty good supporter of them because they're sending him stuff left and right. That's great, you know, but you got to remember that's marketing. So you contact them for marketing. So for all of you people out there that don't understand how YouTube works, there was something that came out just recently that everybody got that's a content creator, even me, okay? So it comes into your little, you know, messages or alerts, and if you listen to what he says is, our new update is comparable to TV programming or TV, you know. So what they're not telling you is it is about money, you know. So no surprise there. So for all of you people out there that do the clickbait thing, you know, I thought about doing that on a separate channel instead of doing it on this channel, but who knows, I might drop a video one day just to show you what it's really about, you know, where you get these people, you know, and they're all over YouTube. There's so many different ones. There's all different races, and when I say that, I freaking mean it. yeah and that goes for every country too. There's people in other countries doing the same shit, where they report on the trends, and they report on YouTube updates, and then they report on how to make your channel make a lot of money. It's literally clickbait, people, and millions of you people fall for it. I don't know why. I've even found myself clicking on it just to see what the dumbass has to say. But let me tell you, it's not really that important. First off, they just go over the same shit that gets sent to you or that's available to you whenever you go to make your video or put your video out there. You fill out all the boxes. Simple as that, you know? So, a lot of people don't understand, but YouTube is about money. It's not about your algorithm and the AI and the program. You guys need to understand that. So that's actually a fact. It is based off of money, and it's designed to make you want to spend money. And it's not a lie. It's actually their program. It's embedded that way. That's how it's been. Okay. Now, there is like the trick of actually doing trends where you do a niche based upon trends, and you'll get a whole bunch of views because it's what's trending at the time. However, you have to constantly stick with trends and trends only. And how much of a pain in the ass that would be. Is that really something you want to make your channel about? Well, I guess if you're going to try to make money, but those fall short. Trends come and go. So something that's viewing now may not be viewing next. You know what I mean? So, but who really cares about all that? Anyways, so obviously they dropped some information about how some YouTube upgrades were to your phone. You can now edit and do more stuff with your phone, and you can do more on the actual whole web thing altogether. So it's like they're trying to expand it, make it more accessible, and that's great, you know. But the mod retro thing, you know, they're kind of like a marketing thing, like I was saying. So you would contact them for marketing. In many cases, you're buying their product and they send it to you, and then you do a test thing, and then, you know, you have to evaluate the video. So you send the video to them and they okay it in some cases. Sometimes they don't even do that, you know. Sometimes they just go with the flow and think you're going to do all right for them. So, yeah, so a lot of people out there, that's where the views come from. So whenever they go to put that video up, they link that video with they'll have a request where you link up, and I can actually show you where all this is. It's real simple. And so the marketing thing, the marketing side of it is where, like Mad Little Pixel, he puts a video out and they're linked to it for promotional. So they promote the video. So they try to show it to people and how many people actually click or watch on it. And the views were quite low on what he recently did, so I don't know if that was part of a promotion or not. I don't know, you know. In many cases, what it leads to is once you get trapped in the actual circle of death, is what I call it, where you actually post videos and you've got constant supporters for each video. So you've got your sponsors and they're sponsoring your videos, and you got to have a new sponsor all the time because one sponsor may quit out on you. So you got to do another one, got to have that ready to go. You basically don't have time for a life or a job if you're doing this. It's not 10 or 15 minutes every day. You have to make sure that everything is set up correctly, or else you could get in trouble, get flagged, or whatever. And you have to constantly be doing videos if you're doing videos. So this is like if you're making a lifestyle out of that. So a lot of the numbers, a lot of people get attached to the numbers. You get to looking at the views and they're like, oh, low views, that don't mean nothing. Well, actually, you're wrong. Some of the best videos I ever seen had like hardly no views. Yeah, that's right. Even that hot chick. Yeah. Because they don't understand when they put the video out. In order for people to see it, you have to pay to promote it. And if you're not paying, then you better have a sponsor paying or somebody. And that's really how it works. And that's how you can keep that vicious cycle going, you know. But even the niches, the people running niches in solid niche, okay, they still have to pay. And they still have to have like, and they end up hiring people to like do their networking and all this kind of stuff. You know, it turns into a big thing. So either way, you're still paying some money out on most stuff. You can do it yourself, but you got to be computer ready and all that stuff. It's such a ridiculous thing. That's why I'm glad I'm not attached to that BS. You know, getting paid off of Google for AdSense is one thing, and that's where you've got a steady stream and a fortified thing. So those people are a little bit different. Those people might be like Hannah and Regal or Kay and Tay. Now, I think I might have seen one of them actually do a sponsor. I don't know who it was. It might have been Kay and Tay, but somebody. So anyways, the point being is they will run their YouTube stuff and they run off of pay from AdSense, which a lot of people love watching funny videos or little kids that are cute, and that's great. But when I put my kid out there, it's for a sole purpose of look at this when you're older. Okay, so when the kid gets older, she's going to come back, take a look at these videos, and be like, what? You know? And it's always fun for the family and friends to come back and look. Man, that's what you were like back then, you know? So it's my channel is expensive for myself. And I like to keep it that way. So we did go ahead and put out, if you have made it this far, the Mario Golf. There's some Toad plushies that we have from Amazon, and you know, if you watch the whole video and you send us a private message on X, we will be able to send you a Toad you know, Nintendo character. But of course you're giving me your address, and of course I'm not going to list my actual address, you know, when I send you something. So you know, you can actually find anybody on the net these days, so it really doesn't matter. Also, what we have in touch with these days is we have some alien stuff going on. Obviously, aliens are real. I don't care what you say. They are. Grab a hold of something. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have aliens. So, the Mod Retro. Mod Retro has been doing stuff like crazy. But Analogue, this month here, in the month of June, they're going to be dropping some really, really cool stuff. So grab a hold of something, everybody. Mod Retro, grab a hold of it, because Analogue's dropping some of their stuff. Your shipments will be coming in June. Mod Retro might be having problems with their controllers, a lot of people keep saying, and I don't know, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, they're Hyperkins. Well, Hyperkin actually is making a decent product these days, so for you people to say that Hyperkin, if you get a bad one, you need to fucking, like I said, open it and test it right away. Don't beat around that bush, okay? So that's really where it's at. So we've got a lot of stuff coming. I've got update videos. We're going to be doing some more Analogue videos, limited run games, and a whole bunch of stuff, and Beans videos dropping out there. And I think coming here in the future, we're going to go ahead and open up the floodgates from some special people and special game designers. And we'll talk more on that later. But yeah, not bad, not bad. So for any of you guys that made it this far into the video, thanks. Check out the golf video. If you watch the very beginning of it, it'll give you the instructions on how to claim your free Toad, but it's only available for like 10 people, you know. So, anyways, I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. There's a lot going on. I've got a lot of videos to do, and I've been doing a lot of repairs on the house and setting up the game room. The game room doesn't get set up in one day, okay? You got to remember, I work, so there's a lot going on there. But the game room is really nice. The thing is, though, is I want to do the flooring really nice, too. So it's going to be a really cool thing when it's all done. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Subscribe.